up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Levi. You guys are the Erskinators. For today's video, we are going to be having a stroke. We're going to be doing something a little more different than I usually would do. We are going to be doing a story time, but not just any story time, guys. It's just big for me to just talk to in front of a camera, much less put it on the internet and like have everyone, well, two people. Even though I am out as a gay person, I don't talk about it. If someone asks me, I'll tell them, but I just don't go around like telling people I'm gay. I don't like carry a gay flag everywhere I go. And props to people that do. I give you all the credit in the world. Today's story time is going to be about the first time I ever came out to anyone, dating back to when I was in high school. Oh my god. Well, back to like middle school. This is gonna be great. Middle school is when I first knew, what am I saying? I always knew I was gay. In middle school, I kind of figured out what gay was. And figured out. Middle school is the first time that I figured out what gay was, what it really meant, and I knew for sure that's what I was. I went through middle school dating girls and like trying to be straight or trying to just see exactly who I was. Oh my god, I thought I saw a tow truck with my car out. I would date girls to like cover up the fact that I was gay or to just figure out if I really was gay. I don't really know what was going through my head. I barely remember yesterday, much less in middle school. That didn't work. Going into high school, I was kind of nervous because I was already like super short. I was already like getting made fun of for being gay, for being whatever, and like I was just kind of nervous just to even come out to myself, you know what I mean? I would try to cover it up or try to think of something else. I went to high school, I had some friends, and then in high school, my sophomore year is when I met my best friend Madison. I knew her in middle school, we were friends, like we had a PE class together and everything. But sophomore year, we really bonded, we became inseparable, we had classes together, and like on the weekends would hang out every single day, even after school. We used to go out to her friend's college parties or whatever. Thinking back to that, I'm like, why the heck did I do that? I was so lame. I was so tired the next day for what? One night in particular, we were going to go out and she had texted me and everything to go get ready, and I get ready, I text her, I'm like, hey, like, are you gonna pick me up when you're ready? And she's like, actually, I don't think you should go. I think you should stay in tonight. And I'm like, what? Sorry guys, I'm back. I just had to get a little sippy sip. And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, I just don't think you should go out. I was like, wait, why are you being sketchy? She was like, oh, I'm gonna bleep this out anyway. Are gonna be there. And one of those guys I had been talking to or whatever, apparently people knew about it, but I didn't, because the guy was straight, so I thought for sure he wouldn't say anything. Well, he had to have told people. No one knew. But anyway, she was like, yeah, he's gonna be there, and I just don't think it's a good idea. And still, I got so defensive because I didn't want anyone knowing my big secret, because once it's out there, it's out there. Like, you guys who are going through this or have been through this, you know what I'm talking about. So I was like super like defensive, whatever. I was like trying to protect my secret. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, okay, and that's what I sent to her, because I'm like, it doesn't matter if they're gonna be there. And she's like, I know everything. We'll talk about it when I get back. Just come over to my house. Like, trust me, I understand. I want you to come over. So I went over to her house that night. I told her everything. Like, I started crying. She was super supportive. My best friend Madison, by the way, she's gay. So it's like, she already knows. You know what I mean? If you're gay, you know. And if you aren't, I came out to my best friend, like, she knew, no one else knew. Throughout the rest of high school, before I graduated and moved to LA, some people found out, like my friends, my other close friends, they found out, and then like a lot of people knew. I didn't announce it. I didn't like say, hey guys, I'm gay. I didn't make a Facebook post about it. I didn't make an Instagram post about it. I didn't make a Snapchat post about it, a Twitter post about it. I did not tell anyone publicly. I did tell my friends found out. If I was at a party, people found out. At that point, I didn't care. My parents, my mom, my brother, they did not know. At that point, like, I had graduated high school, still my parents didn't know, and I moved out and I moved to LA. And so I didn't really know how to publicly announce it. I never wanted to do it over a text or a call. However, I remember this one night I was in a relationship with someone at the time. It was getting pretty serious. So I decided, well, I want my mom to know. My mom's my best friend. My mom knows everything about me, kinda. She didn't know that I was gay. And so I thought, well, she has to know. That's, you know, like, I feel like all moms know or think it, but they'll never say it. I mean, they don't want to hurt your feelings, and like, well, my mom doesn't. I started getting serious with this guy. We like were official. So I wanted to tell my mom, and so I texted her. I found someone, like, it's getting serious. She's like, who is it? I told her his name. She was like, oh, so you're like into guys and girls? And I was like, I think I remember saying yes, but I'm not really sure. I don't even remember the exact conversation. All I remember is that, like, I told her I was in a relationship with this guy and that, like, it was getting serious, and she was like super supportive of it, which I knew. My older brother is gay. He had came out when he was 16. My mom was super supportive. I knew that, like, it wouldn't be a big issue. Me and my mom were like this, so I know she's not gonna, like, disown me or anything like that, which I'm super, super grateful. I know that a lot of people that go through this same situation have to go through things like that with their parents not supporting them or like disowning them, kicking them out even. It gets crazy. Some people's parents just don't understand this generation and don't, but luckily for me, my mom understands. And from then on, like, I went to visit her, she knew. Nothing changed. I didn't even think that my mom was gonna change or anything was gonna change between us once she found out, but I thought for a second, I was like, maybe it might be a little awkward because I didn't tell her and I texted her this. It was literally amazing. I love spending time with my mom. She's like my #1 fan, my best friend, like everything you could ask for in a mother. I'm super grateful and super lucky to have that. I'm not with that guy that I was with, but I am in another relationship and it is serious, and like everyone around me knows and everyone supports me. It's an amazing feeling to get this big of a, whatever you want to call it, headache off of your shoulders, and whether it's your best friend or your mom or your parent. I recommend it. I know it's scary. Trust me, I know it's so scary, but it's just something you have to do. You have to open up. Once you bottle all those feelings in, people start suffering from depression, suicidal thoughts, whatever it may be. I just recommend getting it off your chest. If you can't with a family, if your family's not supportive or you're too scared and you don't have friends to tell, reach out to me, comment down below if you suffer from the same issue and you need someone to talk to. I appreciate all of you guys that are subscribed, and if you aren't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, guys. Today's post notification shout out, I am going to be shouting out 3 of you guys. Shout out to Haley Williamson, Erskine's Vogue, and last but not least, honey, Christine on Twitter. Appreciate you guys for watching this, and I will see you guys next week with another video.